What's it been like? Becoming a new guy coming in? You've been used to kind of the NC State way, but what's Eastern's way like in comparison?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's been a ball, especially transferring here for my last year of eligibility. Just look forward to having fun with the guys, man. I feel like this is a new team with 53 new players, and being one of those 53, man, it's important to mesh and become one. So I feel like we've been doing a good job of that, and just overall, working to execute and be our best self more than anything.
What was it that drew you to Eastern Michigan and said that's the place where I really want to spend that last year?
Yeah, especially transferring in, man. I wanted to be a part of a gritty team, blue collar, and a program that I wanted to win, at any cost. And I saw a great opportunity here that I could help this team accomplish the goals and things that we want to do this year. And I'm looking forward to, really climbing that mountain with the squad. So
you come into that wide receiver room that has some guys who've been there for a few years, but there's a lot of fresh faces. How do you go about providing some of that leadership to some of those guys?
Yeah, definitely, man. Just being my 5th year in college, I've had 6 position coaches, man. I've been through a lot, seen a lot. So there's not a lot of things that they're going through that I haven't been through. So yeah, just trying to be a voice of reason for those guys, and be a positive influence in their corner whenever they need it. And like I said, the field's gonna take care of itself. We're all gonna compete together and try to elevate each other.
For somebody who hasn't got to see you yet, how would you describe your game?
My game, I'm smooth. I try to be pretty smooth, man. Route running is an art, so I try to treat it as such, man. I take route running seriously, man. I try to fight to get open, fight to be available for the quarterback, and willing to do whatever I can for my team, man. In recent years, I've taken on a big role of blocking, man, and trying to really take that challenge on the horns, and being whatever my team needs me to be. So
I've seen some publications preseason-wise that have you kind of picked as one of the breakout newcomers in the MAC this year and a guy that really has great expectations. How do you make sure to just take it one game at a time and not read into some of that hype?
Everybody's going to talk, but at the end of the day, got to keep the main thing, and that's playing ball. And I have to go do that every Saturday. That's not going to be a one-week thing. That's not going to be a one-practice thing. That starts today, winning today, going 1-0, as we talk about all the time on the team, man, just going 1-0 and not letting all that outside noise get in, because at the end of the day, they can't go run those routes for you, man, make those blocks for you. So, just keeping the main thing, man. Expectations is one thing, but reality is another.
Coming up here with a teammate in Delbert Mims, how close were you guys there, and what does it mean to have somebody that you're familiar with?
Yeah, it was a surreal situation, man, especially North Carolina boy, man, coming all the way up to Michigan. It was great to have a familiar face up here with me, man. Me and Delbert, we were locked in ever since I got to NC State back in January of 2020. So to have him up here, man, and I know he's going to tear this conference up, man. I can't wait to go to battle with him one more time, man, and looking forward to the season, definitely.
As a guy who was in the ACC, now you get to transition to action. Mm-hmm. How often would you watch on a Tuesday or Wednesday night and think, kind of would be fun to try?
Oh yeah, hey, whenever the ball's there, hey, put the ball down. Whenever you put the ball down, you got to be ready to play. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Thursdays, definitely. And I'm a football guy, man. I watch football any day of the week. So I never really even thought about it. I never even knew of the real Maction thing until I got here. So I'm looking forward to playing on Tuesdays and those weird days throughout the week, man, because at the end of the day, you just got to lace them up and be ready to play.
If you would go back in time and give yourself, as you were starting this college journey, a piece of advice, what would it be?
Oh, man, that's a good question. I would say eliminate comparison. Coming being a high-rated guy at a high school, having plenty of offers. You know, at the end of the day, you can only go to one. I chose my route. I loved my time at NC State. Great 4 years. Got a great degree from there. But really, everybody's journey is different. You know, I got a couple best friends that, you know, went on to the next level. Some went in 3 years, some went in 4, some are gonna coming out with me this year. You know, so everybody's path is different, man. So really just you know, keep your head down, man, and just focus on you and focus on being your best self. And that's kind of the motto I've kind of adopted the past probably 2 years, is really me versus me and being the best self, because at the end of the day, that's all I can do is put my best foot forward. And I just got to trust and believe that my best will be enough.
Coach has always been a big person on themes and planning for the year, and this one's no different with Bet. What does it mean to you? Yeah,
Bet, man. Believe excellence together. I feel like it's so self-explanatory, man. Like, it's the epitome of what this team has to be. Especially, like I said, man, with 53 new guys. Believe excellence together is it literally says it all for itself, man. Like, it means a lot to this team, man, and we're going to execute, and we're going to take that Bet slogan, that Bet mindset, that Bet lifestyle, and we're going to take that on Saturdays and show the MAC what we really got.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like the first time you run out on Crosby Field under the lights and hopefully hear those cannons and everything else go off when you're catching a touchdown pass?
Oh, yeah, out on the gray, man. It's going to be electric, man. Playing that and learning the history behind the gray field, and it represents a parking lot, man. We're willing to play anywhere, anytime, right now, tomorrow, at night, in the middle of the night, whatever. We're ready to do it whenever. So, man, just going out there and preparing for battle with those guys, man. I can't wait. And like I said, man, football's fun. It's supposed to be a fun game. It was created by a PE teacher, one of my coaches always used to tell me. So, man, I'm just looking forward to going out there and having fun like always, man. Running out on Friday nights, Saturday nights, whatever, man. It's always been fun to me, and it will be this upcoming season.
The first game of the year is not only the home opener, or the Jacksonville State game is not only the first home game, it's also the car show. Something Coach is very proud of, and he wants 200 plus cars wrapped around this building. What was your first car, and how much do you still remember that first car that you had?
Interesting. You said there's a car show, huh?
Car show.
I've never heard of that. So my first car was a 2001 silver 4Runner. And that was my baby, man. That's my baby. And it's actually still at the house. I don't actually currently drive it still, but man, that's my baby. A Silver Surf. Had 2 12s in the back. Ooh, she sounds good, I'm telling you. It's classic vehicle. Now I'm in my Nissan Sentra. I will be graduating from that. Give me 365. I'll graduate from a Nissan Sentra. So
you always been a guy that's had an automatic, or you're a stick shift guy?
I've never drove stick, but my dad does. My dad has. I've never drove stick though.
Just let him keep driving that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what they created technology for.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to getting a Tesla or something like that. So something electric.
Not a Cybertruck?
See, me and my dad had this discussion. I'm really iffy about it. I think they're kind of weird. I think they're kind of. Personally, that's just not my favorite. But a couple of those celebrities kind of souped it up right, and they definitely tricked them out the way they were supposed to.
I would say, were you a guy that watched Pimp My Ride growing up?
Oh yeah, Pimp My Ride, MTV Cribs, all that stuff. All that stuff kind of motivated me, man. And even now, ever since I've been in college, man, I'll just go on YouTube and watch house tours and stuff like that, man. Because I know one of these days I'm going to be living in one of those houses. So, it's definitely a little extra motivation, extra push.